to conquer our hearts, it didn't happen at that instant. So it means the adventures of Mecca, then go to Medina and then back to Mecca. Why? Because everyone comes to Islam thinking they conquered Mecca. I got the highest station, I learned how to wash and understood Sharia, now I accomplished everything. But there must be Mecca, there must be a movement into Medina and must come back as a conquering force of Mecca. And that becomes ulul amri minkum wa ati'u Rasul when you enter to Madinatul Munawwara. And if you're able to go back to conquer your heart with what? With the support of Prophet is the only way to achieve conquering Mecca. And that becomes ati'ullah, and those are for rijalullah and awliyaullah. So our life was to understand that when I accepted Islam, now I have to understand that everything that happened in the Meccan times, that how Prophet established that you have to establish your prayer, you have to establish your call to prayer, you have to establish your struggle against yourself, because everything in the first era of Mecca was a struggle. Why? Because outside forces is why you have to pray. Why you have to pray now? Then you have to hide to pray. All of those events describe for us 13 years Prophet kept the companions in that state of struggle, 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 struggle. What? To achieve what Allah wanted and to struggle against what the others didn't want. That we don't want you to establish this heavenly way, and that's when all the stories of the merchants of that time fought immensely against Prophet again, because these are the idols of the heart. The heart and the shaytans that occupy us when we come to Islam and in our life of Islam is what? Are all the Sufyanis inside us. Why you have to pray? Why you have to do this? Why didn't you just worship Allah? Why you have to follow Muhammadan Rasulullah? It's no different. The inner voice tells everybody, why you have to be so Muhammadiyun? Just worship Allah. Oh, you're like those Sufyanis in Mecca who were telling Hazrat Bilal what? We have no problem with you worshipping Allah, because who has a problem with you worshipping any Allah? Nobody knows what you're doing. When did they have a problem with the companions? Is when you want to say that you are with Muhammadan Rasulullah. Why? Because now you answer to a different call. And this is a big reality, that it's not that you just accepted Allah and that why don't you worship Allah the way you want, but that was not the system. It was the acceptance of Sayyidina Muhammad to follow from ittiba, to follow the sunnah and the way of Prophet to establish yourself that, no, I am a follower of Muhammadan Rasulullah. He will take me to the way and where Allah wants me to be, because that's guidance. There's no way to go up without that guidance.